Idotic Podcast.
Hippos After Dark. A shout out to in a raccoon. Rat. Yeah, I want that for sure to be big. And us ideas.
I feel like it's big enough to fit humans already. But we're tiny.
You're a raccoon. Yeah, the other raccoons are pretty much going on a whatever that does.
I think you know bananas.
Magic school bus trip. Do you want this next one or not?
Welcome to episode 40. What are you talking about? 37. Or 33 again?
All of the above.
I should just start titling them like that. Because I know when the first Idotic podcast episode, that was titled episode 1/7/something else / I think the normal for the mouthful, whatever episode we would have been on in total for the mouthful. I think. Yeah, 2/8/22 1 or 7 or 21. And then once we did the Peacemaker episode, it just continued to be episode 3. But yeah, episode 40/37/33 again. Or we could do 36 again. I just realized I never made a thumbnail for last week's episode. I didn't really actually edit that. I just kind of put the stuff together and was like, alright. So there's no time codes in that for last week's episode. I just didn't want to. I was unprofessional last week. I slipped. And listen, I apologize. This week, I promise to do better. Look in the description. See your time codes. We're professional. Anyways, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm gonna kill myself.
Damn.
What about you, Pheo?
I still have to get the gift ready.
Nice, you got 3 days to do so.
I know, right? And it's actually something that I have to hand make, and it's something that I'm bad at hand making.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's something that I've only done once, so I'm just I don't know how to do this. It also hurts the hell out of my hands.
See, even if I wanted to do, if I could, if I wanted to do it even starting Tuesday, I wouldn't be able to because Walmart's just getting rid of all of the Valentine's Day stuff. It's just
damn.
All right, it's Easter's in 2 months. Let's get everything out for Easter. Why? Let Valentine's Day at least happen, and then do it. You still have a whole month and a half before Easter. Calm down. I hate it, but I mean, I have no reason to care about Valentine's Day. So whatever. I just have to do my weird Instagram tradition. So.
A lot of worrying.
A lot of worry?
Yeah, a lot of worrying.
What do I get?
Especially since we've been together for years and everything, but also we've never really done Valentine's Day.
This is the first one in person.
Yeah. It probably would be nice to actually do something.
I'm kind of sorry. I should close
Why
Instagram.
It just sounds like you're about to say it again. I'm kind of
okay. I wasn't. What?
Okay.
I don't even know what I started saying. Like, I don't know the exact words, but I was going to say, I feel like just this year, you know, with what I have said previously and like about things and stuff, I don't really want to say too much. Just kind of makes it worse. 'Cause slightly unavailability, but also not at all. Unlike previous years, there was no like care, you know, at all, like other than for one person, but that was very slight for like I think one Valentine's Day I had proper feelings for her. So, and I didn't care enough. But this one, haha. Anyways, we got news, and we got Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special.
Woohoo!
It released on the 10th, not on Valentine's Day.
I was wondering whenever it released because I was just like, did it just release like
the
today?
9th. Released on Thursday.
Oh, the 9th. Okay.
That would be funny if they did that and
So,
Last of Us on the same day. Which I need to watch that episode. Looking forward to seeing that.
I either watched last week's and this week's. It's just
Nice.
that we wanted to wait until like we could watch 2 episodes at once
That is fair.
to fill up more like time.
The ending of last week's episode is just Sam and Henry, so you get to actually like see them fully in this week. Do they die in this week? I don't know. Probably, I'd assume, but I don't know.
Like, we were really happy with how last week we had like the episode that was kind of like, yeah, it was good, but it didn't like blow us away. And then we got like the episode of the 2 in that town. I don't remember their names at the moment. Yeah. And we were just like, okay, I'm happy. We were happy with how that ended. It's just like, okay, that was a good episode to like leave off until a while later. It is great.
I'm so happy to actually see that, because like there's a bit of inklings that like Bill is gay in the game, but it's not like so upfront.
It was so well done.
Oh, it was great. Like technically, you don't fully need to
Actually
watch
felt
it,
like a
but
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, I'm excited to talk about it in March. I still need to fully plan out the podcast. I did like 2 things, and it was that and Bad Batch, I think. And just like the rest of it was like, all right, I don't know.
I like the whole aspect of like them already knowing that they're gay and not like a discovery of being gay story again. I've already seen enough of those. I'm just kind of tired of it.
That's fair. But I guess before we do a little brief synopsis of the news, I will say composer, songwriter, and pianist Burt Bacharach passed away at 94 years old. So, I don't know what he did. I guess I should.
I should get
more. Like, I should get more into doing this type of stuff of like research a bit. Let's see, soundtracks.
His name again?
Burt Bacharach. Paste. I don't recognize any of this.
I
don't really recognize any of the things he's done, but, you know, I figured I'd, you know, bring it up anyways. Yeah, I mean, long life, so nice. Not nice that he died.
What's new, Pussycat? Fun.
Nice. But as a little synopsis, because assumably we have time codes this week. I don't think this will be a long episode, and I have nothing to do to pass the time once we're done while I wait for work, so I will probably be editing. Also, I have Sunday.
I recognize two things.
So
It's basically just stuff that like gets stuck into my mom's head, but she doesn't really know what it is.
Hanger like this. We got a Flash poster. Then there's a little bit more info on the new like Adventures of Superman type thing for Jon Kent that he's getting. I don't like it. I'll say that now. Don't like it. Updates on Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves. Then little Division 2 update probleming. Resident Evil Death Island CG animated film stuff. While We Wait Here trailer. Overwatch has a new Doomfist skin. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are on Switch. Yoshi's Island coming to Mario Kart. Splatoon 3 have fucking Inkopolis come back. Metroid Prime Remaster. Tears of the Kingdom price, and it had a trailer. Some Super Mario Bros. Movie posters. Then we have a shit ton of Scream posters. And then Runtime, and it also had a trailer. A Quiet Place Day 1 has begun filming. Backrooms is getting a movie. Owen Wilson is basically Bob Ross, the movie. Ben Stiller, I guess 3 Identical Strangers series. Super Toys movie stuff. The Adults movie. Castings and little synopsis for those as well, other things. 42.6. New movie. Broadway adaptation of La La Land. I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel. Fucking Wizards of Waverly Place rewatch podcast. The Little Mermaid will be completed by March. Splash remake.
That movie?
That is the only one that I really care about that's coming out. I still probably won't watch it though.
Splash?
Splash is getting a remake.
What even is that?
I don't know. It's something at Disney. Rise of the Pink Ladies had a trailer. There will be a new Rhetoric film. Fast X had a trailer, and then there's some just other little tidbits. Spartacus series, or Spartacus Sequel Series in the works. Walter White may be done after his Popcorner Super Bowl ad, which isn't a Super Bowl ad because they released it before the Super Bowl, so it's not a Super Bowl ad. I don't give a fuck if it's gonna be there. If you release it beforehand, it's not that. Get fucked. Uncoupled has been revived by Showtime. Bob Iger may be selling Hulu.
Flash is about mermaids, and there's a picture of Channing Tatum as a mermaid because he's been cast in it.
There was a little tiny teaser for American Born Chinese, which I didn't know was happening, but that's cool. Then Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2 are in the works. Patrick Stewart on standby on a Professor X return. Fantastic Four filming early 2024. Antman had a clip and posters. And then a live-action Spider-Man Noir series. And then there's a little update thing on Justin Roiland. AMC price ticket seat ticket pricing stuff, and then 2 other things about space. That's a weird thing. And then we have Harley Quinn's Valentines special. Harley Quinn's very problematic Valentine's Day special. Got it. But yeah, where do you want to start? My nose is
the news.
Okay. Starting at the top, Flash poster. What do you think of it? I hate it.
I don't like it. It looks, as I said, it looks low quality.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look like they're trying to render any of this shit out anymore.
It's not a good type of minimalist. And like, I just hate that
Yeah.
suit and whatnot, and he just looks weird, and I don't like it. It's bad. He's just kind of standing there. Yeah, no, bad. But then with the Adventures of Jon Kent Superman thing that's going on, he's going to the Injustice Universe. Why?
Who is?
Jon Kent.
Why?
That poor boy, he's been through so much. He had to go to the like opposite version world. Now he's going to the universe where his dad's evil. But yeah, why? I mean, hopefully with this, we might be able to get like a reveal of a third game, because that would be pretty cool. But I don't want Jon Kent to go into the Injustice universe. Like, the only thing that's kind of making this okay in my mind is that Tom Taylor wrote the good bits of Injustice, I think. I think that's because I've heard the other writer, one of the two writers, were bad. I know Tom Taylor wrote some of it. I just don't remember which people were like is good or bad. I don't remember enough of my thoughts on it when I was reading whatever I read of it. But then Tom Taylor's also writing Jon Kent.
Whatever.
So at least there's a little bit of like, you know, he's writing it and he wrote some of the Injustice stuff. So that kind of makes it okay, but I still just don't want to see it. Like, just why? But yeah, cool. But then Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves is still moving forward under the Elseworlds category. Cool, I guess. I don't really care. I'm not gonna see it. Don't want to see the first one. It's not Matt Ryan, so don't care.
Yeah.
And then we got some gaming news, where we got the Division 2 development team had a recent update that caused an error, preventing them from updating the game at all. How does that happen? It was weird, but hopefully I don't know.
Looks like they're just looking for an excuse.
They don't want to update it anymore. I mean, they don't need to. I don't know why the game is still getting updates.
I have no idea. Honestly, I figured they would have moved on already.
Yeah. Wouldn't it?
Especially with how constantly they do move on that Tom Clancy series of games.
Yeah. When did that?
Or did move on. Feels like it's been a
release?
while.
2019. So like 4 years ago.
Has it been since Breakpoint came out?
Like, it's a fun game. Like, I do like The Division 2. It's my whole origin story of hating deer. So it's definitely like...
When did that Division 2 come out again?
March 1st, 2019.
Breakpoint came out July 6th, 2019.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like The Division 2. And, like, it's fun. And it's obviously going to be a big thing in the backstory of me. It has caused my real-life hatred of hating deer, so of course it's going to be massive to my life, because I just hate deer now. I really am kind of just... It's just weird. Like, I fully do hate them. There's reason for it. just I see a deer and I just want to say fuck you to it. I don't get it, but, you know... Oh, the Division 2 is only like $30 on Steam.
I don't know why I forgot that Rainbow Six Siege is a Tom Clancy game.
But, yeah. I mean... Weird. Ow. I kind of want to buy, like, I mean, that's $60, so I'm not going to, but I kind of want to get the Warlords of New York thing. Yeah, I'm gonna add this to my wish list now, so if it goes on sale, I know. But, I like how we both have that stuck in our head right now. I want to point out what's funny about the lyrics of that song is fucking he goes, who's Puss in Boots is never afraid, and then the chorus just goes, you are. I just find that funny. But
I just can't believe the latest thing that got released was Extraction. And that kind of just poofed out of existence, kind of.
Yeah, that was like it just stealthily dropped and just disappeared. But Leon S. Kennedy and Chris Redfield will return in Resident Evil Dead Island, a CG animated film and sequel to Resident Evil Vendetta. Cool, I guess. I know Leon S. Kennedy's name. Actually, Chris Redfield also sounds familiar. I don't know anything about them. I think Leon's like a cop or whatnot. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't care about Resident Evil, so whatever.
I barely know anything about it. Also knows basically nothing.
While we wait here at a trailer, I think it looks cool. Like I like the premise of it, but the trailer wasn't like anything special. Just kind of making a burger.
Yeah.
I just like the premise.
Couldn't really tell for sure what was going on, but
yeah,
looked interesting.
Yeah, I like the premise of just the like. Hopefully,
I more just can't wait for that thing that we looked at last week. The red, whatever thing.
Redfall?
The robots and the Redfall.
No, Atomic Heart. That's what it is. Redfall is something else. That's like a zombie
Atomic Heart, right? Okay, Atomic Heart. I don't know where I got red from. Is the title red?
Something is Redfall. I think is a zombie game that is something we've also talked about. That's going to be on.
Atomic Heart was what I was thinking of. I just forgot the name.
Need to relog into
I'm
Game
looking
Pass.
forward to that.
Yeah, I am too.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, Atomic Heart's that thing.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what the other thing is. Yeah. There's Atomic Heart. This is make me into my pin.
Oh, let me click on that real quick. If it will let me. I feel like I remember seeing trailers for this like a while ago.
Oh yeah, if it's a zombie game thing, so yeah.
I feel like
we did
I
watch
remember during like an E3 like a couple years ago.
Okay.
There was like some like cinematic trailer for this thing.
I don't know about that, but I know video we did talk about it. Oh yeah, I forgot Atomic Heart's coming to Game Pass.
I remember that fucking dude. Okay, I kind of want to figure this out now. You can continue though.
I'm just trying to see if Redfall is what I was thinking about. Did Redfall already come out?
I don't know.
Yo, Madden 23 got released to Game Pass.
Oh.
Stranded Deep's on Game Pass.
There was something 1 year ago, which I think was during the time that like Wolverine got revealed and some other shit.
Spider-Man. With Venom. I don't know.
Yeah, it was his trailer. I remember this.
I don't know. But yeah, Atomic Heart I'm looking forward to so much. And I'm happy that's going to be on Game Pass because we don't have to buy it then.
I'm happy about that too. Sometimes I think, why do I even still have Game Pass? But then it's just like, oh, that's cool.
I guess I won't get rid of it. I did not know Bethesda was making it.
I don't realize either. But
yeah, I didn't watch this, but the other trailers.
I remember that E3 or whatever it was mostly because it was one of the only ones I actually like all the way watched through. while skipping like their little intermission type shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that game because co-op type shit.
I'm
I'm
wondering
assuming it's coming to Game
what
Pass. I
happened,
fairly
right?
remember it is, but I don't see anything of it. So, I'm not sure.
There was some game to where like it was like a big old neighborhood and you play like as like these little kids or something and it's open world. That E3, don't remember like
The
what.
only thing that's coming to mind is like that weird multiplayer version of fucking Hello Neighbor. But I know it's not
I'll
that.
figure it out.
Alright, I'll continue. Overwatch Season 3 will feature Doomfist, One Punch Man skin. So. Huh.
What will?
Doomfist is gonna have a One Punch Man skin.
Why Doomfist?
What do you mean, why Doomfist? Because he got the punch.
Yeah,
And he's bald.
but also, I guess.
Who else would have a One Punch skin? One Punch Man skin.
Is he gonna have like the costume?
Yeah, he's wearing like the yellow with like the red glove.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But then Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced games are now on Switch. On the Switch Online subscription service. Shit, cool. Sick ass. I need to play my Switch more.
Me too.
I played Smash Bros with the Wonka, like when he got here, but that's about it. I haven't played Pokemon since I just kind of stopped. And I haven't played Pixelmon because I've been in a zombie mood now. Such a massive zombie kick. Fuck. It's so bad. There's so much shit. I'm like in the process of playing Days Gone, Dying Light, Last of Us. And then I played Unturned with Arctic and Sistar last night.
Huh.
I think there was another game. Another zombie game, I think. I don't know. This is shit ton. I'm just playing, and then I'm watching The Walking Dead. There's Last of Us show that I'm watching. It's a lot. Yeah, then Yoshi's Island will get introduced to Mario Kart 8's expansion pass for Wave 4, as well as Birdo, who will be a new character you can drive as. Then Splatoon 3's paid DLC will reintroduce Splatoon 1's hub world Inkopolis in Wave 1, that is coming in spring. Metroid Prime Remastered is now available. It's been announced and is available already to the Switch. And then Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will cost $70, and it had a trailer, which I'm assuming you didn't watch either. Right?
I watched it, but I don't remember too much of it. The world looks like it has a bit more stuff to it, which is nice.
Isn't like there's like floating
Also,
shit? Like,
yeah, there's floating islands, and also there's actual vehicles in this one, of which I'm not sure how that will work because like all of the things with like Breath of the Wild is like a stamina bar for pretty much fucking any type of movement. So I don't know, like I don't know if it's going to be an ability or if it's also going to be like some sort of fuel source that you need for the vehicles.
I don't know.
But it sounds good.
I don't watch it because I'm not too interested. Like, I'm interested in the basis of I heard Breath of the Wild is good, but I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. So I'm not going to play Tears of the Kingdom first. I'm going to play Breath of the Wild first, so. That's why I didn't watch it, but from what I've heard, it's interesting. I just don't care too much. I'm not going to pour my drink into that mug because that's going to be noisy. Super Mario Bros. Movie posters. I don't really write down which ones I liked more. I do like the Princess Peach one. You do go back up to it. I do like that. her like on Rainbow Road. I like that. I think honestly that's my favorite out of the three. And then I do like the Luigi with the Shy Guys. I mean I like all of these posters. But I think the
I do
Mario
like
one
the
is my least
Luigi and
favorite.
Shy Guys. Mario is too busy.
Yeah. Like there's two.
It makes my eyes kind of wonder, and honestly, like, it also makes it draw, like, attention away from Mario.
Yeah, well, like the Princess Peach
Like,
one.
it
There's a
makes
lot
me
going on, but
look
like she's definitely like the focal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
with like
yeah.
Mario, there's
Whoever created
Bullet
this one
Bill
did
and
a lot better of a job. They
yeah,
have, like, the Rainbow Road actually, like, curving back to her and everything, and wrapping around her so that she's, like, in a circle to where it just, like, goes like, here she is.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's much better.
And then you can see like other people. I can't really tell who's over there in the other cars. If anyone is actually named.
See Donkey Kong. I see.
I don't know.
How many Donkey Kongs are there? Looks like Dr. Mario. Looks like a Luigi way back there. I
like
can't
the Bullet
tell
Bill
what
in
the
the
little
background.
specks are. Yeah, just going around.
But yeah, I honestly, I don't know. The Mario one's definitely my least favorite, but I don't know which one's my favorite because I like them both, the Luigi and Princess Peach one.
The Luigi one for me.
I like it. It's more minimalist, I think. Like there's, like I don't know. I like the colors in the Princess Peach one, so I don't know. But yeah. I mean, cool. Other than the Mario one. Anyways, other random news. Scream had so many posters. Let's see. I think like 6, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. I don't know. So there's the regular one where it's him with the knife, like stabbing into a building, kind of. I really like that. I like that one. And then there's the 3D one, or I guess 4D's under that one, so we'll start with that one. That one I don't like. I think that's my least favorite of all the Scream posters. No, second least favorite. I feel like I'm gonna resend these so they're all together.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah. We got the fucking normal one. I like that. The 4D one, I don't like, because his face is too physical. Like, you compare it with, like, the 3D poster, it's just so much... The 3D one's so much better. You know? Hello?
Which one?
The 3D one
Oh,
is just
4D?
so much better than
Oh,
the 4D
3D.
one. Like, they're similar, but, like, the 4D has too much of a physical mask. You know?
Yeah.
That's what
I do wish that was a little bit more, like, blurred.
Yeah, because, like, it just kind of looks like it's just the mask. But, like, then the 3D one, it's, like, just part of, like, a cloud formation. The Dolby one, I don't like. Like, I like it, but
it looks like a t-shirt design.
Yeah, comparatively, like, just the rest of these are so much better.
I like the Guess Who. It's fun.
Yeah, I think I do like it. I think as a poster, that one and the Apple are my least favorite. Like, they wouldn't like really get me to see it, but like just seeing them, I like them.
This like one with the taxi and him holding the knife. That one's very stylistic.
I really like that first one. It's so nice. Like, I think that is my favorite, and then the 3D.
It's my favorite too. Also, the fact that like the fucking Scream guy is also on one of the little screens.
Yeah.
The green one.
Also, I do like how they made the 6 into the M. I really like that choice.
Yeah.
I've never, I might have seen the first, Scream movie when I was really younger, but I'm not fully sure. But honestly, I kind of want to see this.
I was tempted to watch the trailer, but I also was just like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. I didn't have, sound on, but, Twitter autoplayed it, and it did look kind of cool. It wasn't, a big thing, because it wasn't, a proper trailer, but, it still looked nice. And, these posters are, looking nice and stuff. And, I don't know, I'm just fairly tempted to see it. I guess it kind of depends on, because it's March, so. I don't know what else is coming out in March. Shazam, I think? Yeah. So I'd see that before this. But, I don't know. If I have a friend that wants to go see it, I might. Yeah, I think the first one with the knife into the town is my favorite. Then 3D. And then Guess Who. Then then I'm gonna go with, I think, the Dolby, then 40, and then the Apple. I like the Apple. It's very minimalistic and stuff, but just kind of get rid of the word Scream. It's just a knife in an apple, and it's bleeding. It's not really a good movie poster, I guess. I don't I do like it. I like how it's try to cut it in the Big Apple. I like that and all that, but it's just kind of it's hard to really go, oh, it's a Scream movie, just by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie will also be 2 hours and 3 minutes long, making it the longest Scream movie, and it also had a trailer, as we mentioned. Neither of us saw it, kind of fully. What I saw is just them kind of going across a ladder into another building while Scream tries to get into the room. Or Ghostface, sorry. And then A Quiet Place, Day 1, has begun filming. I haven't seen the other ones yet. The two that are made. I haven't seen them. Backrooms is getting a big screen adaptation with the YouTube creator Kane Parsons directing it for A24, which honestly, good for him, because he's 17. It's good for him. And the Backrooms was a pretty big thing, and from what I know of it, is kind of interesting. I don't really know too much. I never fully looked into it, but yeah, no, good for him, you know. And then Owen Wilson is basically Bob Ross, but he is playing Carl Dangle in a movie called Paint. It had a trailer and releases April 7th. This is most definitely supposed to be to confuse people about Bob Ross, I think, because he was always paired with if Bob Ross has a movie, I think Owen Wilson should be it. And he literally looks very similar to Bob Ross in this movie. But then Ben Stiller is in talks to star in 3 Identical Strangers. This series follows a true story of identical triplets who were separated at birth only to be reunited later in life. And then Keke Palmer and Sacha Baron Cohen have
finally found the fucking game. I was looking up.
What is it?
It's called Dope V.
Dope V?
I didn't know that was the name of it either. It doesn't sound familiar at all. I was about to send you a trailer.
Yeah, I just tried looking it up and just got... Oh, Dope V.
Yeah, Dope V.
They said Dope V.
No.
I hate that the thing I click on, I just wanted to kind of skim it, so I just clicked on 26 seconds in, and it's just fishing.
I've been slightly just wondering what the fuck happened to this game. I thought it may have been canceled because I hadn't heard anything about it, and it feels like you should have heard something about this.
This does look pretty nice. Like, I don't think I would play
It
it. Like,
looks amazing.
like if it's not co-op or whatnot, I don't think I'd play it.
Yeah.
But
I think it's like a massive multiplayer type game.
oh shit. Then yeah, I would most definitely play it. Yeah, this looks fucking sick. Nice.
I for sure because all of like there's so many different like weapon type things as well in this. It looks like
And like
that just looks like so much fun. Yeah, transversal, whatever you said.
Traversal.
Also, the enemy types are so different. Also, this person's riding on a llama, and I want that.
That does look nice though, and I'm gonna forget about it. Actually, if it's on Steam
I'm gonna
already
like
as a
it.
wish list.
Quick.
Nope, I cannot wish list it on Steam. But yeah, where was I?
Wild because I didn't. It was part of the Gamescom thing. So like an E3, although it's so hard to tell. Like I can't remember when E3 actually ended being a thing.
Yeah, I mean it's not like done. They're gonna have one like this year.
Yeah, but most people did abandon it, like most companies.
Yeah, I know.
Do their own thing.
Last
I
week
just
we
don't know
literally
when that
said
happened.
last week, remember, or maybe the week before, literally one of the news things: Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo aren't going to be there this year. So, what's
To be fair,
E3 going
they
to
don't
be
really
this year?
have to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Um,
Evolver again, which cool. But also I feel like they might just like latch on to like Xbox or PlayStation and shit.
But Keke Palmer and Sacha Baron Cohen have been cast in Super Toys. A film follows a couple of 70s toy sales reps, on a life and death mission to save themselves, their marriage, and their daughter, with David O. Russell set to direct. Evan Rachel Wood, Josh Gad, and Anthony Carrigan have been casted in The Adults. Film follows two siblings who discover a dead body long buried in their parents' basement, and Alex Winter will direct it. I hope the body is like reanimated, and Anthony Carrigan is the dead body. So I feel like you'd play a great fucking, like if this is a comedy type thing, I think you'd play a great fucking dead guy. Like he's great in Barry. Honestly, Anthony Carrigan's actually just kind of great. Like him as Zaz and him in Barry, kind of similar. Like there's some similarities there, sure, but also very different. So, but then Andy Sandberg and Gene Smart have been casted in 42.6. Film follows a young man cryogenically frozen who wakes up 42.6 years later and decides to find his now much older ex. So
I guess the reason why we haven't seen anything about that game is because it comes out in 2024, so it was delayed.
That makes sense. Like, Craig Gillespie will direct that movie. Then there's going to be a Broadway adaptation of La La Land. Hopefully the Goss reprises his role. I mean, I wouldn't see this in Broadway, but the Goss. I know what you did last summer. The sequel, so I know what you did this summer. Is in the works with Jennifer Caton Robinson set to direct. Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. are in talks to reprise their roles. And then, Jennifer Stone and David DeLewis will host a weekly Wizards of Waverly Place rewatch podcast with special guests, which premiered February 6th. Who do you think Jennifer Stone and David DeLewis played?
People.
That doesn't help. Fucking bitch. Play the game correctly, bitch. What characters did they play in Wizards of Waverly Place?
Daniel Day-Lewis
David
played
Lewis.
a villain.
What?
Aw, not David. Whatever Lewis guy.
They were both main cast members.
Oh, okay. Older brother
No.
and little brother. I don't
One's
know.
a woman.
Well, decisions have been made.
Well, I guessed correctly when I read their names, because I'm better than you.
I have no idea.
Harper
I don't
and the dad.
remember Harper.
Selena Gomez's best friend.
Oh.
Alex.
What is it supposed to be again?
It's just a rewatch podcast. Because those two don't want to let go of Wizards of Waverly Place, it seems. But then
How much lag is happening?
The Little Mermaid will be completed by March. It's cool. Which also now having Splash news right next to it is very funny because that's apparently about a mermaid.
Yeah.
Splash remake movie is moving forward with Sarah Rothschild writing the script. Rise of the Pink Ladies had a trailer. I really hate how that's just a thing. I don't know why. I hate it. That new Rhetoric film.
Rise of the Pink Ladies.
Yep. You know, like from Grease, the movie.
Why is
and
there
shit.
so much lag?
I hate it.
Bad.
But then a new Rhetoric film is in the works, with the title being Rhetoric Guria, with Vin Diesel set to star. Fast X had a trailer. I forgot to tell you about that. I don't know if you watched it, because I don't know if you care. Louis Leterrier on its action, and Jason Momoa's Dante. He's the polar opposite of Dom. He's all color and flamboyance. It's the yin and yang, the Christ and the Antichrist, the anti-Dom. I also have Vin Diesel wanting RDJ in the next Fast and Furious. There's a character who's the antithesis of Dom, who is promoting AI and driverless cars. That's it, direct odds with the Toretto mentality. And then, on the action, what I can do is stuff that we've never actually done before, practically, such as rolling a 1-ton bomb, an actual 1-ton metal ball in the streets of Rome, and hope not to destroy the Colosseum. Instead of it just being a 1-ton metal ball, I think it should have been an actual 1-ton metal bomb. Just blow up. Just a big chunk of Rome. That's what should be done, right? Hello? Oh no, Pheo has cancer. Unpause.
Pause.
Spartacus Sequel Series in the works. That stars with Stephen S. DeKnight as showrunner. I don't know why I said it like that.
Cool.
Do you know that an ad might be the last appearance of this fan favorite character? Breaking Bad Popcorners ad. May be Bryan Cranston's final Walter White appearance, with him adding, "This might be the retiring episode of the Breaking Bad universe." Which gives me the inkling that he considers... This gives me the inkling that he is saying that this ad is canon to the universe, which is very great.
Cool.
That just means him and Jesse just kind of ate some chips. So, nice. Uncoupled has been revived by Showtime after its cancellation by Netflix. Bob Iger is open to selling Hulu. We had a little tiny teaser for American Born Chinese, which is starting in spring for Disney+. I didn't know this was coming out. I didn't know this was a thing, but I liked reading American Born Chinese at school when I had to. One of the things that I actually had to read, but I liked. So, cool, But then also confirmed Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2 are in the works, with more details soon to come. Anyways, for the next little bit of news, I think, do you want to do it? Want to say the line?
What?
Say the line. Do the roar.
But
Do the roar.
there's a lot of cutting out.
Do the roar.
The Marvel thing?
Do the roar.
Marvel! That was terrible. God.
Fuck, you just an old dying Bane? The fuck?
How?
Alright, Patrick Stewart has been told to stand by on a Professor X return. And Fantastic Four will begin filming early 2024. We had a little Antman clip and some posters. So for the posters, I don't like either of them. What about you?
Antman.
There's, yeah, I think out of the two of them, I think I like the first one I sent more, where there's just a bunch of little Ant-Man running around, like, coming out of the middle, but, like, I still don't like that. It's too much going on. And the other one is just floating heads and, like, torsos and whatnot, and just...
Why does it look like they turned up sharpness and noise?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like either of these, though. They're both pretty bad posters. Especially compared to that one, like, we had where it was just, like, the helmets, it was, like, neonish and shit. That was such a good poster. Then we have this shit. But for the clips, I like getting a better look at Cassie's and Scott's suit. And then...
Yep.
That's Thor. We got it confused a lot. Similar body types. Nice.
I also like how... I don't remember what the villain's name is. What is it?
Gang.
Kang. Yeah, I like how he's like a soft-spoken villain. It makes it a lot more threatening to me.
Yeah. I like Anthony Majors, I think his name is. Majors is definitely in his name. I can look at the poster where it'll say his name.
This is true.
What were you saying? Jonathan Majors.
I just like villains like that a lot more than like the gruff and like loudmouth type villains.
Like Batman. And then unless you have anything else you want to say about Antman? That's coming out in like 10 days. No, it's less than 10 days. 8 days. Crazy.
Nice.
We won't talk about that for like 3 months. But there will be a live action Spider-Man Noir series, or there's reportedly one, and works for Amazon. Oren Urizel will write, and Phil Lord and Christopher Miller will develop it. As much as I'm happy to get like this and the Silk Show for Amazon, what the fuck is Sony doing? Oh yeah, here you go, Amazon. Here's the TV rights for these spider people. We're gonna be making this El Morato movie, who's had 2 comic book appearances. Like, what the fuck, Sony? You dumb cunts. But, in random little bits of news before Harley Quinn, Justin Roiland apparently hasn't shown up to any Rick and Morty writer's room since season 3, and his colleagues would only know if he's at the office when they heard his dogs or his remote control car roaming around his office. And many of his colleagues have not seen him in years. So, nice. The show will be just fine without him. His voices aren't his proper normal voice, so that can be replicated by someone else. And then AMC has unveiled a new ticket tiered pricing system based on seat location. So close-up cheaps, nice. Close-up seats will be the cheapest. The middle seats will be the most expensive, and then higher up seats will be normal priced. Gross. That why? There's no reason for that. Like what? Because like if it's not gonna be a busy showing, you'll just buy the cheapest seat and then move to the middle. Like AMC's fucking dumb. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of problems there. Then Wolf 1069b, which is 31 light years away from Earth and orbits a red dwarf star, could be habitable, and astronomers, sorry, I'm stupid, think it's worth looking into for extraterrestrial life. But sick, like, fucking habitable planet, that would be pretty cool. I mean, 31 light years away from Earth, and also half of the planet.
Not in our life.
Yep. And half of the planet is just like stuck at like a night cycle type of thing, like, so that would be dark. But I mean, it's cool. Then there was a new image revealed of the Tarantula Nebula, aka 30 Doradus. I tried sending you it, but it was too powerful for Discord, and I couldn't find it on Google. So, nice. Anyways, that's all the news. So let's talk Harley Quinn. Very problematic Valentine's Day special. What happened?
Cool. Well, Harley went overboard again for like 500 times. Always. She had this whole like date thing to where they had their waiter killed. Cool for the waiter. Then they killed the guy, and then cool for the waiter. Doesn't have to work that job no more. Good for him.
Shit, I see what I understand now. That's fucking sick ass. I wish I got killed.
And then they chased after some people, and then killed some people, and then got horny, and then everyone got horny, and then Bang got horny, but also kind of confused. The entire scene was confusing for Bane.
What scene you're...
Also, I could have swore for some reason his head was smaller than the rest of his body there for a little bit, but then it was just like, nope, that's not actually a thing. So I'm confused.
Bane's gonna be massive like that in the next season, isn't he?
I don't know what you just said.
Bane's gonna be just as massive in the next season.
Oh, I sure hope so. That'd be hilarious.
I like to think they're gonna visit him at the pit, and he's just gonna be like, his head's just poking out of the pit.
You know what I was kind of confused by there for a bit? I thought fucking that woman that Bane met was just gonna be like a version of Giganta. I was just like, when is it gonna start? I thought she was just gonna show up as like a giant.
We've already seen Giganta. Because she dated Psycho in like the first season.
Yeah.
Like was an ex or whatever. So. That wouldn't make any sense.
I was hoping for at least like a Giganta type character.
The Atom, but big.
Because otherwise, that girl dead if they did anything together.
She tried giving him a hand job. Tried. All she did was just... just fucking wiping her hand just on him.
Oh.
I can hardly feel it. But yeah, I mean, that is basically a quick synopsis of what happened. Just kind of Harley Quinn goes too much.
They came a lot in buildings. So much.
A lot.
And then just
Destroyed them.
had fucking Roy Kent from fucking what's it called? Fucking hell, what the hell is that show that you don't want to watch on Apple TV?
Lasso. No. Is it Lasso? Oh, that, I guess, yeah, it is Lasso. Because I got
Ted Lasso,
oversaturated.
yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to think of something
Like,
that I
I
had
was
a
not
complete
expecting to see
hatred.
him in this. I was just like, huh? What?
I was trying to think
Why?
of something that I had a complete hatred for. But yeah, I don't have anything that I have a complete like hatred for on Apple. I just got oversaturated and I don't care about Ted Lasso. Ow.
Laggy, 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 lag,
You're a
lag,
laggy.
lag, laggy, 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 lag, lag, lag.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of sex, a lot of sex in it. But I just
Um,
I liked this a lot. You know, obviously it's Harley Quinn thing, so you know that's one of the only good things left for DC right now. I'm trying to think of other good DC things, but like we got the Batman, that Doom Patrol, but that's canceled, so don't have that really anymore. And after the season wraps up, so no. What else do we have? Like, I don't know. But I love her Ivy just being against Valentine's Day. Like, she literally goes, "It's the yearly mass genocide against roses." And then Bane just so the whole time in this episode, Bane's just kind of like, "I'm alone, yo, another Valentine's Day alone for Bane." And so like the beginning of that, he's like, "I can't get past dating profiles. It's like no one understands proper grammar. Like using anyways as a transition. It's anyway. And as you know, nothing turns Bane off more than improper grammar." And Riddler's just like, "Did anyone know that?" I was like, "You do now." I love Bane in this series and all that. Pheo, are you dead?
I also like Bane.
Um, I I liked like the Hawk Man and Hawk Girl fucking little cutaway thing. Fucking saying aloud to his friend that he's gonna marry Hawk Girl, and because it was ancient BC, of course she didn't have a choice. And 2 weeks later, I married her. That was great. And
If there's ever a moment that we're not liking, I would like to say the part with Killer Croc was funny. And
yeah,
I
fucking.
found that funny.
I love just
Just him going like,
Enchantress
I
and
guess I
Croc
am
paired
cute.
together. I just loved them also being paired together because of the Suicide Squad movie and shit. Like just like that was a big
I
reason.
really like them as a couple.
Yeah. Honestly, I think just the Superman and Lois one is my least favorite of all of the cutaways.
Lois just seemed like slightly like a victim. Like she was just going like, well, yeah, it happened, and I was just like, all right.
But I loved the whole scene of Harley getting the lasso of truth. That was just great. Just Wonder Woman crying over Steve. And then like, "Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
Wonder Woman, there's just some guys on Themyscira." "What? Guys aren't allowed. No man is allowed foot on Themyscira." "Wait, why didn't you light a fire or whatever the thing?" And she's like, "Oh, we did, but then they just pissed it out." And then she's like, fuck, I gotta go." Oh, you just completely skipped over Clayface's fucking whole love story with his ass. How could you leave out the Clayface ass loving? That was very sad. Just them being forced to go back together. Forced to be forever alone. Honestly, for a second, I thought Clayface was just gonna have sex with Bane. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, fuck. I forgot about Ivy mentioning HBO Max, like name dropping it. I hated that. The woman, Betty, that Bane, like, bonds over and loves. I like how they bonded over not having proper chairs. And, yeah, that's where we learn that Bane has an average-sized dick, but proportionally, tiny dick. Keep fucking... I'm gonna kill myself. I'm going to... Why does this keep happening? This is cringe, guys. Podcast is getting cringed on. Ew. Alright, continue on with what I was saying, though. Etrigan was great in this. I just loved all of his rhyming and how he, like, was just running the sex shop. The next person you bed will be divine. Tax included,
it wasn't exactly
total...
sex shop, but it was a spell shop.
For sex.
Happened to be most people wanting sex things.
But I just loved... The next person you bed will be divine. Tax included, your total is $49.99. The whole, like, censoring was fucking great. Like, just the flowers censoring Harley and fucking hot dog billboard covering Bane's hot dog.
The
and then later there
entire
was a sausage
censoring
thing.
of Bane was
Yeah, later there was like a sausage bit. And then just a giant truck.
Yeah, just dangling. It's just like,
And then I love how Ivy's fucking favorite Valentine's Day is just Harley plot dumping Shrek 2 to her. And then at the end, I love the just little fourth wall break. How do we fucking end this shit? I could recap Shrek 3. I honestly expect just for a good few 2 minutes worth of just Harley just going to start recapping it. She did start, but not too much.
I would love it if it was also not like an accurate recap of it. It's just like, what the fuck is she thinking of? And like, we have to like start, like people just start trying to figure it out, and then it's just like, this motherfucker was trying to describe Inception.
That would be great. But that's all my notes for Harley Quinn. It's a very problematic Valentine's Day special. I loved it though. It was great.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little break from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Nice little superhero break from all of my zombie shit that I've been doing. And then I have a little Bad Batch thing that I have. Everything else is zombie apocalypse.
Yay.
But yeah, for fucking suggest and reject, unless, well, I guess if you don't have anything else you want to say about Harley Quinn. I keep kind of forgetting to ask.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, suggest. But for suggest and reject, I only have Walking Dead Season 2. And technically Season 3, but also we're gonna do that in the first half of Season 4, so. Together. So.
Yeah.
And then Season 5... How should we do Season 5? Or the second half of Season 4. Because I think the first half of Season 5 is them trying to, still deal with Gareth, the Terminus leader guy. And then I think the second half they get to Alexandria. So should we do Season 4 Part 2 and Season 5 Part 1 together? And then Season 5 part 2 until we meet Negan. I guess we'll like cross that bridge when we get there, but yeah, for season 3, we're gonna do season 3 and the first half of season 4 together, because that's all governor shit, so. Yeah. Which I'm almost done with that a little bit. But, I think all I remembered of season 2 was Carl getting shot, Shane killing Otis, which I thought happened much later in the season, Sophie in the barn and them murdering all the barn walkers, Dale dying, and then the farm getting overrun and Michonne saving Andrea. That's all I remembered from this whole season. So, to recap it, I guess, they left the CDC because, it blew up. And they just end up, just kind of being on a highway. And then a horde comes through, so they're hiding. And some zombies notice Sophia, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to die. So she runs off into the forest. And then Rick chases her and tries to draw the zombies away. But then she stupidly leaves where he told her to stay. So they're just trying to find Sophia. But they can't. Because she's gone. She's in a barn full of walkers. As a walker. God, that would suck. A human little girl just in a barn full of walkers. Gee, oh. Ow. But then while searching for her, Carl, Otis, the guy I mentioned before, who Shane kills, is hunting. He shoots a deer, the bullet goes through the deer and into Carl. So Otis brings them to Herschel's farm, and the rest of their group goes to Herschel's farm, and then they're there until Carl recovers. And while they're there, they're still like doing little searches for Sophia. I'm just gonna push through this because, for fuck's sakes, this internet. I'm gonna kill myself. I will do it, but I'm gonna push through this because I'm summarizing this. Pheo doesn't need to speak right now. So they're trying to fucking look for Sophia, and Daryl is mainly the one going in and out because Carl has to stay, or Rick has to stay with Carl because they have the same blood type, and the rest of them aren't really good to go out into the open world, because like Shane is, but he also has to be there to help the group and train them. And Dale's too old. Glenn isn't good enough in the apocalypse, and the rest of them aren't good at all in the apocalypse. This is annoying. I'm going to kill myself. But yeah, they're trying to find Sophia, but little do they know, Sophia's in the barn. So while Herschel is trying to show Rick why he has a barn full of walkers, because Glenn found out, because like him and Maggie were kind of having sex a little bit. So he's like, you want to go to the barn? And he goes to the barn because she never actually fully replied. He sees all the walkers. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he tells Dale, and Dale eggs him on to tell the rest of the group. So then Glenn tells the rest of the group, and they're like, oh my fucking god, there's a barn full of walkers. So Rick, Herschel's showing Rick why and like what they're doing and stuff. And like they're putting walkers into the thing because they believe there's still people and there will be a vaccine, even though there won't be a vaccine. But then Shane, loses it because he knows Lori is pregnant at the time, so he fully loses his mind. He's like, fuck, that's my child. Fuck you, Rick. You don't know, you can't, these people are gonna die. You're gonna kill fucking Lori, who I still love, and then my child, because that's definitely my child, but Lori's, it's definitely Shane's child. But Lori's like, no, this is Rick's child. Fuck you. Even if it was yours, it's Rick's. But Shane loses it, kills the barn full of walkers, and then Herschel is saddened by that because like the zombie version of his wife and like stepson or something are dead. So he goes to a bar to drink, and Rick and Glenn find him. They're like, oh hey, what up? And then 2 other guys come in, and then they have to kill them. And then those 2 guys' group members go there, but then zombies overrun them and stuff, and then 1 kid gets injured, so they bring him to the farm so they can heal him so he doesn't die from a bunch of walkers. But he's a prisoner, and there's a whole debate going on if they should kill him, let him go, or what. And then when they let him go, Rick and Shane fight, And then when they're leaving, the kid is like, "Ah, fuck, I went to school with Maggie. Ah, shit, come on." And so they're just like, "Oh fuck, what do we do now?" Because he might know where the
more
barn
reason to
actually
kill him.
is. What? What are you saying to me?
More reason to kill the boy.
Yes. So Rick's like, "Oh fuck, I don't know what to do," and then he almost goes through with killing the boy, but then like Carl is like, "Kill him, Dad, do it." So then Rick's like, "Oh fuck, what is my shit, my
Carl
son."
turns into Damien and wants everything to die.
So, Rick ends up deciding to release him back out into the wild, and Shane doesn't like that. So originally Rick was gonna take Daryl because like they fought and shit over Lori and whatnot, but then Shane's like,
Mhm.
"All right, I'm just gonna go let him out and then kill him," and like seemed like it's a whole tussle, and he stole my gun and whatnot, so I can lure Rick out and kill Rick. You just say like fucking. The kid did. I know his name starts with an R, I think. I don't remember. I'll just say the kid did it, and I snapped the kid's neck afterwards. But like also Daryl and Glenn are tracking them, so they find the body, and it's like there's no bite marks here or anything. His neck was snapped, because this is before the rest of the group knew that everyone's infected. You just have to die. Only Rick knew it at the time. So Rick realizes Shane's gonna kill him. It's like, "God damn it, you fucking dumb cunt." And then he tricks him and stabs him, and then Carl just kind of appears as like, "Dad?" And then he points his gun at him. He's like, "Oh no, my son's gonna kill me because I killed Shane." But no, he's aiming the gun at zombie Shane. And honestly, Carl's dumb for that. I just want to point this out. Just tell Rick to get down or warn him. Why do you have to like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be the best shot in the world. Let me just risk my dad's life trying to fucking kill zombie Shane." Dumb cunt. Fuck
Hey,
you,
what
Carl.
happens.
What?
What happens. Who cares?
If my dad dies,
Dead.
whatever. Don't care.
I'm the new
Fuck you,
leader.
Dad. I'm the new
Like,
leader.
full
Fuck you,
Damien.
Daryl. Alright, everyone. Step 1. Kill! Heaven's not real if you believe it, you're a fucking dumb bitch. But yeah, fucking. Then there's a bunch of zombies attacking the barn and the farm. Lori didn't realize Carl left, so she's like, "Oh fuck, where's Carl? Oh fuck," not knowing that he's with Rick. Everyone kind of leaves. They think Andrea dies because she got like tackled by a zombie or some shit, but like she killed the zombie before it did anything. So she gets left behind, and she runs
Very
away a bit. She runs away a bit, and Beth's sister dies. The son dies. Is there a main group member who dies? Who else dies? Or is it just those two? I feel like there's a third death. I mean, Shane dies a little bit before that. Did everyone make it out? Other than the two that we've seen literally nothing of in the season? Because, like, Beth had a whole, like, episode worth of stuff, and then Maggie became a main cast member immediately. Herschel was a main cast member. And the rest of the group is, main cast members. Oh, Dale! I didn't mention Dale at all, other than me remembering he died. So Carl, he steals one of Daryl's guns, and he goes out into the forest to find, like, a zombie to kill. But he couldn't. But he also freed the zombie. And the zombie, like, is eating, like, a cow or some shit that's in the farm. And Dale's like, "What the fuck?" And then the zombie, like squishes his chest and shit. That sucked. I hated Dale's death. I love Dale. I love the old mentor figured people.
He would have survived a lot longer, too. It's just that he wanted out the actor.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and then I'm about to see Herschel die, which I'm not ready for. Literally, episode.
I don't know why the first time that I watched through The Walking Dead, I was just very pissed off at Herschel like all the time. For some reason, I
I
hated
can
him,
get
and
it
I
in
don't know
season
why.
2. It wasn't the greatest in season 2, but like, literally the first half of season 4, like with that whole illness going on, he's like in there helping them, even though he's like very like he could get infected very quickly from that. But like the main doctor
Like,
guy is
I
sick. There's no
understand his
medicine.
character this watch through and everything. I like him now, but like, bruh,
Season
first,
2 I understand. I don't know why you would have still hated him in like season 3 and 4. You're
yeah.
wrong for that.
Mhm. I'm
But yeah,
confused watching it now. Like, I was just like, okay, like he is like
I
reasons in season 2 were like, all right. It's just like, okay, he just doesn't want people like that's just every old guy.
I'm
So I
kind
was
of
just
the
like, I don't
reverse
really
with
care.
Carl though. Like, cause I know for a fact like in season 4 I still like loved his character. Like season 3 I think I also loved him. Season 2 I didn't have too much, cause he wasn't in it that much. But like he's a bitch in season 3 and 4. Less so in 4, but season 3 Carl's a bitch. And like even in that season I loved Carl. Just like
Carl
fucking
in season 3, the most like burned into my head type shit with him is just this like stare that he constantly has towards every fucking thing.
like
Fucking stare, and I hate that stare so much. I'm tired of that stare.
nah, he was a bitch in season 3 and 2. I don't know how I liked him in season 3. Like season 4 he's been better, especially in the second half of season 4. I'm going to love him because like him just like fucking going off on Rick, and like I can't wait to see him eat the giant jar of pudding on a roof. Can't wait to see that. But episode
I
5 of
like
season 4.
the like aftermath of Michonne and fucking Carl like going out on that little adventure to get
Oh,
like the
find
family
the
photo.
crib in the photo, yeah.
Yeah. Like
I love that.
that moment to where like after all of that and then like he talked to his dad like I think she's one of us. Like that was one of the moments that I was just like, okay. Like
Yeah, and
that's a
I
nice
can't
moment
wait
for him.
to see like especially in season 4, like the second half when she meets up with Rick and Carl. I can't wait to see more of them bonding there, and then like in Alexandria they're great. I'm so
I
sad he
can't wait
died.
for like this like the time jump type bit that will be coming up, but somewhat soon.
Hmm? The only time jump is like season 9.
I just mean like a lot of advancement comes to the prison.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the little summer or like the little winter time jump. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Excited for that because I'm kind of wanting to step away from everything that's happening in this season with the
Yeah,
mayor or governor, whatever the
Governor.
hell.
Yeah, because that doesn't come back until episode 6 of season 4, so you get like 5 episodes, which is what I'm about to say. I hate because at the end of episode 5, Michonne's gonna dump a bunch of dead zombie bodies because the fence fell down, and Herschel's like, "Are you going outside?" And she's like, "Yeah, you want to join me?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" And because then episode 6 is a whole flashback on fucking the governor meeting like Tara and her family. And then episode 7 seems to mainly be about just the governor joining on that group, joining Martinez's group. And then I know the end of that episode is gonna be him kidnapping Michonne and Herschel when they're dumping the bodies out outside the fences. Like, right when I saw
I
them
don't know
leave
about
together, I'm just like,
you.
oh, fuck, no, I know what's about to happen.
Flag.
I'm not ready to see Herschel die.
I don't know about you, but like throughout this entire like watching of this series, I just like see a character and then like after watching for a little bit, I'm just like, when the fuck do they die? And I just Google their name and then look at the Walking
See, for
Dead
me,
thing
I
and I'm just like,
remember it.
"There's-
The
okay.
deaths are really the thing that I remember of characters. So, like, you
Like
know, Herschel, and I'm not ready to see Beth die. Also,
I
yeah, I just realized we're gonna have a whole hospital thing. Like, I keep forgetting about that little hospital arc that happens in like season 5.
I'm like with Beth, like I don't for some reason remember her character being so much in this series.
Yeah,
I don't know
I,
why.
I feel like I remembered her being more active, which I think makes sense with like once the group is all separated because like it's just her and Daryl together. Um, so you know, there's some more stuff there, but like, yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm just more annoyed by like her death. Same with Carl's because like they died, so another character joins the group, but then the character dies not that long later.
Yeah.
It's just annoying.
I noticed with that one like last prisoner guy, they
Axel, I think.
killed yeah, Axel. They fucking just killed him off like right before Daryl would show up and it's just like I see what you did there. Like Carol was having like a slight bit of like a hint of like, you know, he's not too bad. And then bang.
Bang. Die.
Hi.
Yeah, I
Like,
wish
okay,
Oscar
let's move back
survived. I
on
liked
to Daryl.
Oscar.
Oscar was good.
It was great.
I like I get why they did it to like where they could like put a little bit of like other than like hey why is this character still here but also like but like a bit of dislike against this character with that stuff to where he was like getting like interested in Beth but also Carol and I was just like this is
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't like
'Cause,
that.
like, sure, you can't tell the exact age, but you can definitely tell Beth is young.
She said that she was 17 and he
Yeah,
went
she's...
interesting.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And then
uh,
the gray-haired lady afterwards. Like, what the fuck?
it's just
Like, even if she was,
predatory
like,
as
18
hell.
or whatnot, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure she was, like, 25 or whatever. Like, Emily Kinney, I think her name is. I think she was 25 at, like, season 2. So she would have been, like, 25, 26. But still. Like, she looks young, which makes sense why she's playing, like, a 16-year-old,
Yeah.
17-year-old. Just, yeah,
Not
Axel was
real.
creepy in that part.
Yeah. Like, I didn't
Oscar is
mind
the
his
only one I actually
character
liked.
until that point.
I just
Yeah.
never had any reaction to Axel until, and then, yeah, there was that bit. I'm just like, okay, gross. Oscar didn't have any of that type of bits. I loved Oscar.
Yeah, he was cool. And he died in such a shitty way.
Yeah. I like how we're just talking about season 3 now. I don't even know how we got here. How did we get here? We talked about Dale's death, and that segued into Herschel's death. That just segued into everything else that happened. Alright. But yeah, Dale died. And then, yeah, the group leaves, and Rick tells them about how everyone's infected. And then that's the end of the season. They're just kind of on the road. So, with season 2,
I like how
do you have anything?
I like
Like,
how season 2 is just like if you just watched episode 1 and the last episode, you could probably get a sense of what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I think the only big thing is really just kind of Shane, like the whole Shane situation thing. And I guess Lori being pregnant, but that's kind of included.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't, I don't know, there wasn't too much. Like, it's more of just a ground
Honestly,
laying for people.
It felt more like a character development season.
Yeah. But, like, not even fully, though, either. It's more of, like, laying the groundwork for, like, character pairings. Like, Daryl and Rick, like, bond more throughout this whole season. Like, especially at the end when they're talking about what to do with the kid. Rick kind of just, like, looks at Daryl and is like, what do you think? He's like, it's up to you. And then, and like same when they're looking for
Daryl
Sophia,
definitely leveled up as a character in season 2. Season 3 also.
He just keeps going up and up. He's like he is probably the most favorite character in the whole show. Like for just, you know, like on average for every like viewer. I think it's probably him. Like
season 1 he was an ass.
Season 1 he's definitely no one's favorite. But like, yeah, I think he's like the average probably for favorite character throughout the whole show. For like everyone. Mine's obviously like Carl. I think my top 3 is Carl, Glenn, then Daryl. Honestly, maybe even Glenn number 1. Rewatching the show has just made me love Glenn even more. And I'm gonna be so much more heartbroken whenever I see him die because like it's so much closer together than before. You know, because season like 2 to season like 6 or 7 or whenever he dies, so far apart. But now I'm seeing it like so close together, like months apart. And I'm just like, oh fuck. I'm not ready for this. But yeah, Daryl and Carol's growth with him looking for Sophia is also really nice.
Yeah. That also helps with this character because, like, at points, like, he's, you know, an asshole again.
Yeah.
But he's also, like, growing as a person, and it's very good.
Yeah, I liked that because, like, yeah, he's, like, so much used to being, like, a loner. So, he's, like, opening a bit, but
he's
also trying to,
so
like,
much used
push
to
away.
being around his ass of a brother.
Or just not, just being left by his brother.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, either just being around a shitty person or alone. So he's, like, trying to, like, push people away. But he's also, like, kind of realizing he can't. Or shouldn't. While this is obviously not much of a thing that happens later on, because one of these characters dies this season, and the other dies next season, I did like seeing T-Dog and Dale bond over, like, fixing the radiator hose and shit. And, like, Dale just going, like, I don't want to, it's technically fixed and stuff. I just say it hasn't, because if people know, then they'll want to leave.
Everything with Dale was so nice. I feel so disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so great. I'm like, I can't wait to like read the actual comic. I haven't been in like a comic reading mood lately, obviously, because I haven't read anything like lately. This like past month, I don't think I've even read a comic. So, but hey, that's gonna change tomorrow.
For if and when I do read the Walking Dead comic, because everyone's so different.
Yeah, Sophia is like, I don't know how far she survives into, but I know she's like, I'm pretty sure she's in Alexandria.
Wow.
And like,
And then
Carl,
also
I know,
Dale
survives
looks
till the
absolutely
end.
nothing like what he looks like in the show. Absolutely nothing. Dale is completely different.
Comic. Oh my.
Yeah. And then he actually is in a relationship with Andrea. It's so weird.
Yeah. And oh no, Andrea looks so young. And he's not like super old, but he's definitely like older.
Like in that like middle age to where it's just like you probably shouldn't be doing things anymore. Do you even have the ability to do things? I don't think so.
But does it work down there?
Yeah, does it work down there type of thing.
But no, I am looking forward to like reading it though. Like I'm gonna be excited too. I think probably I will start
Like,
soon. I'm gonna take a
it
look on
actually
Amazon how
is
much it is.
kind of nice for the fact that, like, sure, we've seen the show, but that will not follow what will be going on in the comic. So it's actually going to be like a feeling of new experience rather than just like recapping what we've
Yeah,
already seen.
like the first season or two might be like pretty similar. But
Shane
after
dies
that,
so much earlier on in the comic too.
huh?
Yeah,
I know Carl
he
still
doesn't
kills him.
stick around for as long.
That is no surprising. um, did I not add the actual like comic condominiums into my? Maybe I have a different like comic book list. Oh yeah, I do comics. Ooh, oh yikes. Ooh, no, volume 1's only like
$80.
$23.49.
Okay.
Volume 3 was at the top, and that's $40. Volume 4 is 35. Volume 2 is 30. Yeah, I might. Whenever I get a phone, I'll probably buy Volume 1, and then whenever I'm done with that, I can give you access for a little bit to my thing. Oh, digital price list. So it's gone down 41%, I guess.
Cool.
I don't know. Weird. Where was I? Oh yeah, just T-Dog and Dale bonding was nice. And Carl got the sheriff's hat. I forgot about that. I forgot that happened in the season for some reason. Oh, I love you remember the Herschel and Rick looking over like outside of the barn or like on a cliff face or whatever? Over like the sunset or some shit.
I remember Sunset and I remember Rick, but I don't remember Herschel. Or whoever you're talking about.
Herschel, yeah.
Who was it?
Well, Herschel, yeah. I just love that comes back around in season 9 while Rick's like bleeding out and having his like weird lucid dreams.
Oh yeah, you know that moment in the prison to where that one group that I don't remember the names of.
Tyrese's group.
What?
Tyrese's group?
Yeah, Tyrese's group. You know how he like sees fucking hell, I'm really bad with names. You know, he sees his wife up there on like that little walking area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his group even being there during that scene. I just remember him just yelling up there.
Yeah, I don't remember them being there either. I thought he got over that by the time they came in. Like, them getting into the prison was such a surprise to me because I'm just like, what the fuck? I thought that was later. I forgot they went over to Woodbury.
I was just so confused. I was just like, that's not how I remember the scene at all.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, them. Not the dad and son and whatnot, because they die. But I remember, like, Tyrese and Sasha, because they're great.
Yeah, I remember them too. But, like, I just don't remember them being in that scene. I just remember Rick.
losing
yelling
it
and
and the
whatnot
group
at
just being like, what?
Flory.
Yeah. But I do think fucking I forgot his name. But Shane, the actor who plays Shane, he's great. Yeah, I hate that I forgot his name. Whatever. Oh yeah, when they're fucking looking for Sophia with like the whole group and they just go into a church. I just love whenever there's like zombies just sitting down. Cuz like why are they what? How does that happen, you know? Um Oh yeah, the well zombie. I forgot about that. That's fucking gross.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
When they went to the pharmacy, Glenn picks up one of those little shopping baskets. And then Maggie flustering Glenn about sex. That was great. Oh, yeah. Okay, Dale. Yeah, I have a whole bullet point here. He was such the moral compass of the group that kept them going, and his death was the first death I probably cared about, like, completely. And then, like, him just going, this new world is harsh, it's survival of the fittest, and that's a world I don't want to live in. And then and that was in the same episode he dies in, so I just wrote down next to that, don't worry, Dale, you'll be dead within, like, 10 minutes.
Oh.
And fucking... I don't know. So, you remember when Carl just, like, said to Carol, heaven isn't real, fuck you, dumbass. Whenever Rick's talking to Carl about that and how it was, like, he shouldn't say that, he just had his hand on his fucking gun the whole time.
Rick constantly has his hand on his gun.
That's true, but still.
Like, even during, like, such emotional scenes, like, you know, whenever he came out and, like,
oh my god,
seen
Rick's
that
gay?
seen that his daughter was born and everything, he was just walking over, still holding on to his gun. It's
Yeah,
just like, let go of your fucking gun.
Then he just starts crying. And he lets go.
Yeah. And then there's that scene with fucking his son Carl, yeah, where he's just going, no.
Dude, I hated that whole like little scene. I'm ranting about it now. I'll rant about it again whenever we're talking about the whole prison and governor shit. Fucking no one fucking goes to Carl and like consoles him or anything.
Yeah.
Fucking like not until like the next episode starts where like Daryl I think like tells Beth to like, you know, keep an eye on him, but like in the courtyard he just had to put down his mom and watch her get a C-section and help with that. And no one's like, you okay? You child? You like 10-year-old kid?
Yeah.
I hate them. But yeah, Daryl really steps up in like season 3.
Daryl was great.
And then he steps down a little bit in season 4's like second half. That's where Herschel really shines because he's about to die.
Gotta make it
they're
worth
just
it.
really, yeah, they're really making you care about him.
I'm just surprised the one like man actually can survive that long.
Yeah. But yeah,
Impressive.
I don't know if I like season 2 more than season 1 or not. They're kind of even in my mind. Like there's different reasons why they're better. So like I'm mixed. But yeah, I am happy. I am very like happy I'm rewatching it, and also just kind of surprised that we both started rewatching it at the same time. But you have anything about season 2 you want to say?
Well, there is one thing, I guess. Like for me, Shane wasn't like really like a favorite of mine too much. Like I went and like looked around on like threads and like news report type things of the series at this time of Shane's like death and everything, and there's just like fan favorite character. I'm just like, really?
Oh, jeez. I'm looking at like a comparison. I looked up Walking Dead comparison. Fucking in the comics, the governor is missing an arm too.
Oh, fun. Yeah, missing an arm and an eye. Is he missing a
And they're
leg too?
separate. They're different. So it's like right arm, left eye.
Fun.
Can't even aim a gun properly.
No.
Damn. Yeah, I'm surprised Shane. Like, I don't not like him. Like, he's alright, but definitely not like a favorite or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Like, I like his like fucking progression to like being
Villainy.
uncontrollable and everything. Yeah, villainy. I was wanting to use villainy, but like I was just like,
Nah, I think he's definitely a villain.
he
I
is
would
the
love to
villain.
see like a what if type of The Walking Dead, and like if some characters didn't
What
die.
if Shane was the one who
Like,
killed Rick and led the group?
I just like want to see how Shane would go up like against like the governor and Negan, like, you know.
I felt like it'd just become the purge.
Or like, I don't know, what if like fucking, I don't know, just it would just be kind of cool to see different like what ifs. I'm trying to think of what
There'd be
exactly, but I can't think of anything. God damn it.
like
Just happened.
okay. I feel like he'd be one of those leaders that would just be like, all right, we'll put it to a vote, and whoever like he disagrees with the opinion that he has, he just shoots and kills. Just like, all right, now that we're the betrayers, let's move on to what we were wanting to do.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck?
I
But,
guess
like,
what?
I don't know, like, I'm trying to think
Oh
of other
yeah.
things. Or like,
Also, I just can't like the whole bit of Carol just being like, we need to get rid of Rick, like during that entire like beginning part of like season 3 or last bit of season 2. I don't remember exactly when, but like whenever they were on the road before they found the
oh yeah,
prison.
that's the end of season
And
2. I always thought that fucking they saw the prison at the end of like the last scene of season 2. But no, I guess not.
like Carol just being like against Rick and pretty much everyone there. He's like, we need to get rid of them. We can just leave, you and me. And it's just like,
Oh, Andrea, you mean?
I don't like this. No, Carol. To
Oh, to Daryl.
Daryl.
Yeah, okay. But then Rick's like, Daryl's like, Rick's done right by me. I love that. I love Daryl.
Yeah. Just like, I don't really care if, like, because I think he also seen that wasn't really all that big of a deal to him. That, like, hey, we all turn into walkers no matter what type thing. Because, like, true, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like, fucking, what, like, what use does it
What if
do
that
if we know
helped?
or not?
Yeah, it really just makes everyone like, well, what does it matter anymore if we just become those things? And it's just like, that's not very good for the group health. Everyone feels like on edge and everything. He did good by keeping that secret.
Yeah, I just love because he literally just said like he's been doing right by me or some type of shit like that, and I just love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love
Also,
how like just Rick starting to lose it is also just something that's like
yeah,
nice.
he always has like those like caveman like huh? What eyes
This isn't a
every single time
democracy.
the camera's on him. Bewilderment is what's in his eyes constantly.
Yeah, I suggest season 2.
Suggest as
I
well.
still don't know how I'll like rank that all. Honestly, I think season 3 might be pretty low on my list. Just because the ending wasn't that great. Because like
I
it
still haven't
carries
seen
on.
the ending and I don't remember. But also I'm not looking like
I mean, you
I
can already
just
feel, I think, like just where you're at. It doesn't feel like it'll have a satisfying conclusion. Like there's still too much up in the air for it to have like 2 episodes. Like I already started feeling like it was gonna be bad at the end. Like a few
the
episodes
part that makes me upset is that like the mayor is still just gonna be like a power in season 4.
He's not like really. He like you don't even see him until
You're
the end of
around.
episode 5. Like you see him with his eye patch like at the prison at the end, like the last scene of season or episode 5, and then he has a whole like 2 episodes about him.
Why the fuck does he live?
I don't know. Just so they can have an all-out war where they have to leave the prison.
So stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. I like season 3. I just think it just doesn't have a good, satisfying conclusion because like there's too much. Like it's just it feels rushed, especially in the last episode. So, which we'll talk about, I think, probably next week. Because you got like 2 episodes left of that, and then first half of season 4.
Yeah, I'll definitely get those watched. Honestly, I was really hoping that I would be able to finish this season of season 3. But
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter too much. And then yeah, I'm trying to look at season. So second half of season 4, and then I think probably the first half of season 5 do together.
yeah.
Or welcome to the Alexandria Safe Zone. So that's episode 12 out of how many? Out of 16 as well. Okay. So what's back on the road? The demoralized group searches desperately for food and takes refuge from a rainstorm and abandoned barn. Father Gabriel, Carl, and Michonne scramble to find Walkers at the church. At the hospital, Rick negotiates a hostage exchange. Okay. Undergroup accompanies Noah to his hometown in Virginia, where he hopes to reunite with his family, but danger awaits. I don't know. We'll at least do until the end of the hospital thing. So season 4, part B, I guess. And like, I guess maybe like episode 9 of season 5. I don't know. Or we could go up until like episode 11 or 12, whenever they go to Alexandria.
Right.
I'm not really sure. Kind of thing I hate about like some of this, but in season 6, it's all like Alexandria stuff, and I don't think the governor gets at all introduced until. Yeah, okay, yeah. Season 6 ends with like the governor like killing someone, and season 7 starts with that. So
The governor?
Negan, sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say like, please.
He's back.
No.
The governor's back.
I'm just thinking, isn't that around the Negan time? Do they team up at the beginning? I don't remember that.
Governor's
That'd be
back,
so
baby.
annoying. Negan would be annoyed the fuck out of by him.
Yes, Negan would kill the governor in a second.
Yeah.
And season 8, I
You
don't know.
just look at the governor and go like, what the fuck? Bang.
In season 8, I think that should be good to talk about all in full. Season 9, we might have to split in like a half as well, because like I think the time jumps after the mid-season. Because I think Rick like leaving. Oh, that's episode 5, and then episode 6 has the time jump. So we might do the first 5 episodes of season 9, and then 6 for the rest of the season. And then season 10 and 11, I have no idea. Because I haven't seen them. Yeah, this season 4 and 5 is going to be a bit tricky to talk about in like full, because they're not like season storylines and whatnot. They're like separated a little bit. So we'll see. We might just do season 4 part B on its own. But then like there's a whole Terminus bit that carries over into season 5, and I don't know. Might do that, but then also the hospital bit starts in season 4 as well, so I'm not really sure, but we'll see. At least like next week we'll probably do season 3 and 4 part A. Yeah, that's all I have. I have nothing else. So, you have anything for Serious Verdict?
The White Knight thing. I'm just gonna try to go out based off memory and just do like a small little summary. Because I ain't gonna look back through those pages. It's like 6 or 8 issues, and I'm not willing to do it.
That is fair. I'm trying to think.
But
You know, I have nothing.
okay.
I was just kind of going through all my subscriptions and whatnot, and just going, did I actually like watch anything like that I just didn't write down? No. Nothing that is like separated. You know, there's like Last of Us, Bad Batch, and whatnot. But that, you know, we're doing an episode on whenever the season wraps up for those. So, yeah. I mean, The Flash season 9 has started up. I don't know if do you want to just wait until the season's over to do an episode on it?
Sure.
Okay. Because yeah,
I don't really feel like watching it right now.
Yeah. I don't fully either, so. Especially because that's a whole like season we have to watch, and then
also like I don't really feel like catching any of them live, and I also do not want to use the CW app.
Yeah.
Or the site or any of it because it's all the exact same.
Yeah, what happened in the White Knight?
Well, fucking at the beginning, Batman was again chasing down Joker. They were being very not careful.
Sexual.
Yeah, sexually.
Wow.
Like Joker was on the scooter thing and like he was like going off of people's roofs and everything. Basically just like leading Batman down like a path that would like, hey, you're in a big ass fucking car tank. You can't be going the same way that the Joker's going on his little fucking scooter. But he does. He drives over people's fucking houses with a fucking bat tank. Which I really love the Batmobile in this. I love it so much. But also, at one point, like, sure, we've had like cameos of the other like Batmobiles in like other comics where like they show up like, hey, a little nod. But they actually fucking use those vehicles in this, and I love it. They use the old one from like the Adam West one. They use the ones from the movies. They use the Tumblr, and it's just like awesome.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, like they have the. I don't think Tim exists in this universe, which sucks. But also Duke Thomas does. I think
Oh yeah,
that
because he's like a Robin in it, right?
no.
Oh, I feel like he becomes a Robin.
I don't know.
in the
He's
universe.
like a grown man.
Does Duke Thomas? I spelled Thomas wrong.
Thomas White Knight. Yeah, he's a grown ass man. I guess he does become a Robin at some point, but not in this. Not in this one that I had read. Might
Oh
be
my
in a
god,
Beyond the
he's
White
an
Knight.
old man.
Yeah.
However, there was one
Oh,
other Robin besides Dick. The new addition in Duke Thomas. Duke took up a new Robin costume after Barbara Gordon confessed she needed him to aid Gotham PD.
but like, it's fucking
Jesus. I guess that
Duke.
makes sense with, Batman being an old man.
Yeah. Fucking. I was so confused whenever it said Duke Thomas. I was just, that's Duke? What happened?
That fully grown man?
Yeah, his character's pretty cool in this too. He,
Good.
like, with the Joker being like becoming like a good guy and everything, he kind of just in like they have like little news reporters like pop in every so often in the story just to say like a little bit of shit, but like he had like an interview just basically going like, yeah, he basically going like, yeah, I needed help from the white guy. He was like helping out and everything. Like I figured people would probably listen to him more, especially since he has a bigger audience than us. It's just like, you're right, but also, huh? Like a lot of it's kind of political in a way. They also like on like the news reporter bits, uh, have them going like the SJWs are like supporting the Joker and everything. Like, why are they doing that? And it's just like, uh, all right.
Alright then. Okay.
But back to like the beginning of like the whole chase and everything. Uh, Batman chases Joker into a warehouse that's just like filled with fucking pills and everything, and Batman just like shoves like some pills down the Joker's throat because he's just like, you won't do it type shit
The
that
fuck?
he always does. Yeah, and then Joker becomes normal because it's just like, I'm normal pill.
Chekhov's normal pills.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that saying works.
Yes. But fucking after he becomes like normal and like a like good guy, basically, he like takes a little bit to like actually become a good guy because he's just like, I still want to fucking ruin the image of Batman, like after he gets better. But then he kind of leaves that alone and actually tries to help Gotham, just in like not like in a
In like
good way.
weird
He
ways.
Yeah, in weird ways. He uses Clayface to like inject. He injects Clayface into all of like the Batman villains, and then he takes the Mad Hatter's hat, like control shit,
Yeah.
mind control shit, and then like has it connected to Clayface. That way he controls all of the villains, and he has like a library being built downtown as like a political move and everything. But then he is also like using it as a ploy to like get blame on Batman to like destroy it, like say that he destroyed it by doing all his vigilante shit. and Gordon and Batgirl and Nightwing are all just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What's happening?" It's like, you've become more uncontrolled than you ever have. And honestly, whenever that started, I thought it was just gonna be fucking Miller guy. I don't remember his first name. No, Frank Miller. I thought it was gonna be his type Batman story, and I was just like, I'm not excited for this. And then it continued, and I was just like, oh, it's because Alfred's fucking dying. Just like, this makes more sense now. But also, Mr. Freeze, like, a lot of the time, Mr. Freeze isn't actually like a bad guy in a lot of stories. He's more of just a guy that is just like trying.
My wife.
Yeah, but just good things happen for Mr. Freeze. He actually starts working with Bruce because Bruce wants help to try to keep Alfred alive and everything. It does not work. Um, but fucking, they actually save Mr. Freeze, but he like rapidly ages because he's been frozen for fucking years. So now he's like the age of like fucking 70, 80, whatever years old. But they also save his wife. She also ages up. But like after that whole bit and everything, she like actually like helps like they're good people. Surprisingly, it's just like, wow, okay, they're back to normal. They're just old people. They just don't want to be part of any of this shit no more. And apparently, uh, uh, Victor Freeze, like dad, was a Nazi.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was like pardoned by like the U.S. government, but like was working with Thomas Wayne on like freeze technology to like Wayne wanted it for like the healing aspects, but like Nazi freeze guy he wanted it for like the war, and the US government agreed, so they kicked Thomas Wayne out. And then later on, Victor uh came in and was just like, hey, I'm gonna try to get this all back together and everything. And that's why he's like actually working with um fucking Bruce. He's just like, I owe everything to them. It's just like, they are the best. I love their family. It's just like, well, that's good. There's actually like a good bit for like, usually whenever we see stuff about like Thomas, it's mostly just like bad shit.
He,
Just like he was just
everyone
doing a
thinks he
bunch
was
of
a good
bad
guy,
shit.
but he was a bitch.
Yeah, he was like a complete like crook asshole, just constantly into like every like bad shit. And it's just like, okay, finally some good things are actually being said about Thomas. And it's just like, this is nice. This is nice for uh Bruce.
Finally, actually has a good father figure.
But Joker like goes and tries to find Harley, or who he thinks is like his Harley. Um yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. But he goes and like sees Harley, and he just goes like, I apologize for everything, and I just want to make this right, because he's like trying to apologize for all the years of insanity that she had to put up with, all the mood swings, all the abuse and shit. And he's like, I love you. I want to marry you and everything. And then she's just like, what the fuck? Just starts beating the shit out of him, just like, you ain't my Joker. Bring my Joker back. And then Harley, not Harley that's beating him up, Harley, uh, Harley Quinzel, the original Harley, the one that dressed up in the like jester outfit and shit, comes in and is just like beats her up and just goes like, it's me. I'm the one that you originally were with. I'm the Harley that you remember and everything. So there's two Harleys in this. One used to be a bank teller that was like slitting her wrist whenever Joker first met her, of which actually showed like a nice moment of the Joker, which is weird, but like he actually like she really liked the Joker during that moment because like she was just like finally something that is just makes sense to her and her world and everything. But she
I think
goes
that's good.
back to like the hideout with yeah, goes back to the hideout with Joker and he actually like patches her up and everything and she's just like she says like he never laid a hand on me. Like he never did anything bad to me. It's just like, huh. Although she is
Other than the
also
other one.
insane, so I don't know. But like, oh yeah, by the way, Jason Todd, it like it's not even like assumed that he died or anything. It's just like they don't know what happened because like uh Joker had him on like some sort of like place like underground, I think, and was like beating the shit out of him and uh so much words. Uh Jason Todd goes like, I wish I never met Bruce Wayne. So like Joker's known for so long, just like, yeah, he knows it's Bruce Wayne, but that's more fun. And like even Jack Napier, he knows who Bru- Bruce is and everything. It's just like I they're not revealing the secret though. He wants to like beat him like actually fair instead of just going like, here's your identity revealed. I'll let it handle itself. But this the original Harley that was dressed up as like a jester and everything, she is fucking great in this. But I also like the new Harley character as well because like they
Other
bring
one.
different things. Like the new one I would say is like what is generally seen nowadays, to where it's just like that like jacket vest type thing and like the shorts and whatnot, like the booty shorts, underwear and shit, like poppy colors and all that. Like that's what the newer one is like, and then you have the jester one of the old.
Yeah, I
But I
think I
like
saw a
both of them.
cover of them.
The fucking after Jack Napier and Harley Quinzel leave, the fucking the new Harley Quinn takes up the role of Neo Joker and teams up with Mad Hatter after like Jack gets done with his whole destroying his own library shit and just starts. I don't remember all of what they did, but eventually they get a hold of like some freeze technology and just freeze an entire part of Gotham. Also, there was like a little bit of like some therapy between, like, I really like the back and forth with the new Harley and the Mad Hatter because honestly, the only stuff that I've seen of Mad Hatter is mostly just him being a creep. But this is
Yeah.
actually like kind of nice because like it actually goes and brings up a point to where it's just like they were both talking about like how they don't really get into like the right people and everything, and Harley's just like, so you met a girl named Alice and you did all this? A bit
Hold
overboard,
on,
don't you
hold on,
think?
hold on, hold on. Sorry. Um, the 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 you know how I've said Jason is going into like Joker, the man who stopped laughing shit.
Yeah.
It gave us more fucking Red Hood Stephanie crumbs.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's for some reason her giving him coffee again because I think that's what happened in Task Force Z. I do hate how the white streak in his hair is so inconsistent because he has it in this. but I don't think he had it in Task Force Z.
I don't remember.
I need to. Oh my god, his hair kind of does what my hair was doing when I had the white streak. Oh my god, that makes me
I
liking
like
the white streak.
Jason with the white streak. It feels classic.
Yeah, it makes him stand out more.
Yeah.
I kind of miss
Among
having
all
a
the
white
other
streak.
black-haired Robins.
AKA all of the other Robins except Stephanie and Carrie, I guess.
I guess.
But fuck Carrie.
I barely even count fucking Frank Miller's Batman. I don't like that portrayal of Batman.
I don't either. So it doesn't exist.
Good. Although I also don't too much of care for Frank Miller. It's in the same way that I don't really care for Zack Snyder's stuff.
Once ever it loads.
Once it loads. Nice. I like to believe that's just hay on his head. Does his horse also have a red mask on?
It looks like it. I don't even know if that's actually like a Red Hood thing. I just saw it on Twitter. But also, what the fuck is this?
Reaches out and gives pets who's a good kitty. Yes, you are. Do not meow at the Jason Todd bot. The fuck? I don't know.
Oh,
Weird.
God. Alright. Continue.
So, fucking Jack Napier realizes that there's a Batman disaster fund that is later revealed to just be fucking funded by Wayne Industries, so it's just like it doesn't really fucking. But fucking he sees it and just goes like, you know what? This could be better suited for actually helping Gotham rather than just being like, oh hey, we're gonna fix those buildings he broke the fuck out of. So he makes a Gotham, the fuck, like a task force, and he puts all that money towards building like their own like Batmobiles and like gear and everything. And he invites Nightwing and Batgirl to it. And they do join at first. Like, Nightwing was just like, nah, you're the fucking Joker. I ain't working with you. But then he actually joined, and then he actually is like, Batman, I'm fucking done with you. You know how Nightwing usually is. At like that point in his life, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And he actually goes like, yeah, I'll fucking arrest Batman. They actually do arrest Batman. they they actually do this whole thing to where like they chase him into like this underground like parking lot and then just blind the fuck out of him, and he just drives out onto the Gotham streets just not being able to see shit. And they finally like actually
Jesus.
stop him. They like he fucking crashes, and then fucking Jack Napier gets out of like some vehicle and then just fucking has a fist fight with Batman. And then
Hands,
Jack carries Batman on his shoulders to the cop car to put him in there. It's just like, the fuck is happening?
Uh-huh.
Jack Napier gets buff. He gets trained by Harley, and also Batman's already like injured as fuck because he was just in a car wreck. Probably super disoriented, so he had the upper hand for sure. It's a very it's very interesting, and I just wasn't expecting so much from this story. But yeah, as I said, they use all of the Batmobiles eventually. Like, eventually, Jack Napier decides, okay, I'm gonna have to work with Batman because Harley convinced me that I have to work with Batman. But Jack is also slipping because the pills he's like still taking them. They weren't like a one-time like cure the effect type deal. They're also kind of like he's like coughing up blood and everything, and
Jesus.
he's like yeah, he's like has like these moments to where he like slips back into being the Joker, and it's just like shit. Like on the way to stop Neo Joker, the new Harley, um like Batman has him in the car with him. He's just like he has this moment whenever he's like in the Gotham Police Department with the rest of the Gotham Task Force people with Nightwing, Gordon, and Gordon. To where he like switches and everyone has their guns pulled out on him, and it's just like Batman just goes like, "I'll take him with me." And his Batmobile. It's just like, yeah, that's probably for the best. But Joker just switches back from Jack Napier again while in the car with Batman, and fucking just goes like, "Oh no, I'm along for the ride. I'm gonna beat the shit out of that Harley. I'm gonna teach her her place. She can't take over the Joker name." It's just like, uh-huh.
You get their point.
Just think of it as a temporary partnership, and it's just like, okay, then. A sort of nice part for Harley Quinzel and Jack Napier is that they actually get married at the end of this. But also a bad part of that is that before Jack can actually say yes, like I do and everything, he switches back into the Joker.
Hmm.
And it's just, damn it. Like that really sucked. But they find out that there's like these underground tunnels that like Thomas Wayne used for like transporting items to the place that Neo Joker is at. So they use all of the Batmobiles like in groups. I don't remember exactly what the groups were, but they all just drive in the tunnels. They get like stopped by some of the villains, and then some of them make it. Fucking Batgirl, I think is who it was, had the Batmobile with the rocket, and she just launched herself at the fucking uh the like freeze ray thing that frees Gotham. And
Jesus.
fucking I don't remember who said it, but they said that's why I gave her that one. It's just like of course. Like she's alive and everything, of course, but like it's just like wow, that was a lot. I can't believe that just happened. Can't believe she did that. But yeah, they take down Harley, of course, and one point Harleen, or whatever the fuck, uh, Quinzel, the old one almost kills the new one, and then figures out like it was believed that Jack died because he used an ejector. Like you know how I think they were driving the tumbler. Um, you know how a motorcycle comes out of the tumbler?
Yeah.
Well, in this one, the fucking tumbler blows up if it ejects the fucking motorcycle, and he just ejected fucking old Harley off on the motorcycle, and he just blew up and was hoping that it would end it. He gets saved by Batman, and he's just like, "You just couldn't let me die a hero." And Batman's just like, "No, I couldn't." And Joker's just like, "Which one? Die or be a hero?" And he's just like, "Pick one."
Nice.
But at the end for like the Bat family, it it ends nicely because of what I said to you. I don't remember if this is actually in the podcast at all, but I doubt it. But he reads like the death note from Alfred with them there, and like it's a nice moment. There's also a nice moment before they go after Neo Joker, to where Batman tries to explain himself. Like, I was having a hard time, and I didn't know. Like he was saying to them, like, I have this like, nice. I have this death note from Alfred, but I just can't bring myself to read it. And he goes like, I just don't know what I'd put in a death note for you guys to read. And he just like explains like, I just want you guys to know that like I do this all for Gotham because I want a better Gotham for you guys to live in, so that someday you won't have to wear those masks. And they're just like, man.
But I want to wear this mask. I want to kill myself.
Like, it was nice moments. It ends very nicely. I can't wait to read more of like the little bits of like the Harley part and the little bit of the Mr. Freeze and also the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Reason why I began reading it, because I was just like, oh, cool.
Yeah, Red Hood. Well, reason I will start reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't yet because there's other things.
Yeah, that's all. I do suggest it. It's very nice.
I haven't started it yet, obviously, but yeah, I definitely will by next week have volumes at least volume 2, but probably volume 3 of Something is Killing the Children read, because
Okay.
I
Then
have so
I'll
much
probably
time.
have to start on volume 3 then.
Yeah, I have so much time tomorrow. Like, I'll have like my whole lunch because my friend leaves. I think she said she might do something with her brother, but even if she doesn't, she usually takes a nap during her lunch, and our lunches overlap. So,
Huh?
you know, I'll have like a whole hour to just kind of do nothing other than read. So, I'm gonna do that. The fuck, part 21. Jesus. Yeah, so I'll probably just kind of read that, and then Tuesday, one of my friends wasn't gonna be there, and I don't know if our main coworker or manager is gonna be there, and she doesn't want us talking to other people when we're on lunch and whatnot. So, you know, if she's there, I will not be able to talk to my friend on my lunch then either. So, and same with Thursday. So, I don't know. We'll kind of see. I'll at least get volume 2 done. I know that. Also, I get to work early a bit, and you know, I can start reading then and whatnot. So, I'll probably have both volumes done by next week.
Yeah. Well, probably. Very, which means probably. But I'll probably try to read some of the extra White Knight things and continue watching Walking Dead, of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna try also.
Anything else would be an extra.
I'm gonna focus mainly on Something's Killing Children, but I'm also gonna try to continue probably Dark Crisis stuff. Try to get that wrapped up because there's still the whole Young Justice thing that I want to do alongside it, and I think I have some other Worlds Without a Justice League, and the Green Lantern one's on the app now, which if I
I'll
don't
also
have my
have
phone,
to
I
see
could
if
still
I
read it on this.
actually can get like back into reading Batgirls again.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to. I like that series.
I still need to start it. But I have other things I'm trying to, you know, get through in this series. So I think the only ones I owned for Worlds Without a Justice League is honestly Superman and Green Arrow. So I think I need to wait for the other ones. But just the Green Lantern one is on the app, so I can read that one as well. And yeah. But yeah.
It was pretty good. Also, I think Jason Todd might also be in that.
Oh, he is.
Green Lantern one.
Yeah, he is.
He's a Green Lantern.
Because Hal Jordan ends up going there in the main like DC thing, and yeah, he's one of the Green Lanterns.
I was so like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused. And I was just like, why? But also cool.
Oh yeah, in the little thing, Jon Stewart takes to the skies to defend his planet as the Emerald Knight of Justice alongside allies Red Hood and the blind prophet Kyle Rayner. Where there's life, there's hope, and with that hope comes a deeper unraveling of the tapestry of DCU's biggest event of 2022.
The issue is like very short feeling, so like I get
they
why
are kind of like
but
that.
Like having Red Hood and Kyle Rayner in description of that comic is so fan bait because they're barely in it. They're at like the beginning and like barely brought up ever again.
Nice.
Like they have an appearance to where they say some words and then like John just comes in and is just like, okay, I'm here. Y'all can just fuck off. I'll handle it.
But yeah, in the main Dark Crisis thing, that's where Hal first goes into, and yeah, he finds, like, he gets like arrested or some shit by them. I forgot, because they think he's like Parallax or some shit. It's like, you're not welcome here, Parallax. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I might have Dark Crisis completely done next week, but probably not. I'm gonna try to continue it though. And same with, there's something else that I was reading. Oh yeah, Kal-El's Return. I need to reread that so I can have that fully done. Also, hopefully I go to comic books sometime soon, because there's some stuff I need to get. Because I'd like to finish Batman vs. Robin, and I'm hoping the World's Finest storyline is over, so I can do that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Next week. Is there anything coming out next week?
I don't know anything.
Hi, Rat. I don't think so. I'll look it up while Outro Pheo comes out.
Okay. Outro Pheo out.
Nope, Outro Pheo.
Hello. Anyway, if you all had a good time, give us those good ratings, yes? Don't forget to subscribe. Follow, like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things.
You want to talk about the Super Bowl next week?
I mean,
wow, did you see that one person? Crazy.
I will actually be watching it because it's one of my dad's teams.
What the fuck?
And he watches Bucks with me, so I feel obligated.
Please tell me this is not who I think it. Okay, it's a different Gus Johnson.
Like, whenever we were visiting Caroline in Tennessee, we're going and getting her. I don't know. One of the things, I have no idea what the fuck was happening. But
You oddballs.
we fucking stopped at a hotel for like the night, and my dad actually went out of his way to like ask the people in the main lobby to like switch the TV in there to the game so that we could watch it there. Which I kind of felt uncomfortable doing, but I mean, he seemed to really enjoy being able to watch it like or like out in like an open area. Although he was also claustrophobic, so I mean, I don't think he'd want to sit in the hotel room and watch it. The only bad thing is that like we lost the fucking semifinals or whatever the fuck it was, the second round last
I
year.
mean,
So it's just like,
this year it's been seemingly pretty good.
we got Chris Middleton back, and it's like we were really good last year. It's just that Chris got injured last year, so we're just hoping that that doesn't happen again.
I feel like I've
It's
seen
like
there
we
was
were
like one game that was really
pretty good.
close, like last week. But other than that, they've been leading by a good amount of points, like every other time when they would win.
Yeah. Like, although you also have to know that so many fucking injuries around the league are happening. Almost every single game that I go like, oh, I'd be interested in watching that, and then their star players aren't even actually there. And in the Lakers game yesterday, yesterday, fucking only one of their starters, as far as I know, because Lakers is really fucking confusing to me of a team, but only one of their starters were actually playing. All of the rest of them were just bench guys, and it's just like, what? This is so fucking stupid.
Fuck,
I don't want to
this is
watch that.
bad.
And that's been happening so goddamn much. It's just so hard to tell. Like, okay, is this going to be a game that I'm actually going to want to watch, or is it just going to be a game against the bench?
Against the
Like,
bench.
it's constantly just like, okay, is there going to be a bunch of injuries, or am I going to enjoy this game? And most of the time, it's injury.
And you want to kill everyone involved in the game. Yeah, there's
Oh,
seemingly nothing coming out next week. So,
cool.
what do you want to do?
Oh, we're on a 10-win streak.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Remember at some point, one of the teams in the league this season, though, got a 15-game win streak. So I just hope that we beat that.
Yeah, that would.
We could
Honestly, yeah, the Bucks have been doing pretty good. Like, not pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, sure. Cancel out what I was saying and then
whatever.
re-say it. Nice. Good on me. They've been doing pretty good. No, I'm gonna say something better. No, they've been doing pretty good. I hate my brain. Yeah, no, they've been doing fucking good. So.
hmm
Yeah,
They're
but
still like one of the top teams in the East, so that's good.
yeah, what do you
Probably
wanna do
be,
next week?
I don't know. The outro for you. I don't know what's going on.
What do you want to
Why are you
reap the
making
benefits
these?
of, Outro Pheo? Yeah, I know you're here. I'm like sitting, like, you can kind of tell, but my legs are like this, like out. So like,
wait,
there's just a pretty big opening in my chair where the rat's just laying.
Untitled video. Okay, there we go. I just labeled the video because it was just constantly freezing, so I was just like, I don't want to see that.
Like, I'm laying like, kind of, I guess like this, but like reverse. Like my hip is
Alright.
like on the seat, and my legs are like bent off. So she's just perfectly just on the opening part of the chair, just laying here.
Oh yeah. Caroline told me tonight like what she thinks that she wants to get me for Christmas. And
Jesus.
like I wish that I would have reacted a little bit better, like, oh, that's nice and everything. But like she said that she was gonna be getting me a new chair. And me being someone who's actually like looked into it after being with this fucking chair, she said that she was gonna be getting me a gaming chair, and I'm just like, oh god. No.
Oh god, fuck. Oh fuck no. Oh shit.
Because
Oof.
everything that I've ever heard about those like gaming specific chairs is that they're uncomfortable as fuck and you're just getting them for like the aesthetic. And I don't want that.
Yeah. This one was comfy at first, but it kind of, I don't know.
My chair was comfy too, and then it lost all of its cushion.
The Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences is the name of the next Bad Batch episodes, and also they released like twice in one day. Oh, that has to be having references to fives. I need my bat. Yeah. I need my crumbs of fives.
But also, like, if she is getting me a chair, my request would be do not get it made out of the same material. Avoid anything that has wood in it. And like anything that like has like I if it has like padding that can eventually just flatten, I need that fucking chair to have zippers because I need to be able to replace that shit. This chair, you have to fucking cut it open if you want to replace any of it.
Nice.
And I don't want to do that. Because then, like, I don't know when I'd actually be able to, like, replace the padding and also re-sew it back the fuck together.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to be able to just stick with this chair. It's just that would take so much to make it actually good. It's irritating. Because I can't really sit too comfortably in this chair. I have 2 blankets that I sit underneath my butt. And that's not even enough. That still feels like it's flat as hell. Not my ass.
Your ass fucking flat as hell, don't lie.
But are we continuing with outro, or are we still trying to figure out what we're doing?
I'd like to figure out what we're doing, so if there's any type of thing that, people want to think of ahead of, they can try, depending on what it is,
I just don't know what we would.
I mean, do anything. I mean, I feel like it's a bit early, like too close together with the superhero powers thing with Dr. Manhattan, but we could do that.
Yeah.
I kind of like the latest thread that I added. We could do the follow-up type of thing with us with Aquaman's powers. Just us, being in that universe instead of Aquaman then. I don't know. What do you want to do? Pick a choice. Any choice. I hate choosing because, I wrote down like all of these. It's like choosing my baby.
What does this latest one mean? Example, the Muppets as the Avengers and the Avengers as the Muppets.
So, like...
That'd be great.
You merge them. So, like, the Muppets... So, like, Kermit takes Captain America's place.
Right.
And, like, Fozzie takes Iron Man's place or whatever, You just, like, swap the characters in the universes.
That sounds fun. I don't know how much time it would take up, but sounds fun.
Depends on what... I mean, we could separate it into 2 different things. We can, like, I guess do follow-up episode eventually. We'd, like, choose 2 universes and just follow through one universe, and later on we do the other, if it's too long. Yeah. You wanna... Should we declare 2 universes now, or do you want to do that later?
Later. I don't really...
I'm thinking Star Wars is one of them, but I don't know what the other thing would be. But yeah. Alright. Next week we're gonna... Okay, bye, Rat. Jesus. We'll swap characters in different universes. Probably Star Wars. Which Star Wars ones? Who knows? I'm thinking original trilogy. So, original trilogy Star Wars swapped with something else. But yeah. Continue on, Atrophy.
This has been episode 39.
Hey! Asshole.
36,
So,
okay.
Is it 40 or 36 or 37 or 33 again?
Who knows?
There's a lot of different ways this episode could be now. And it just keeps getting more and more.
But you can find the podcast on other things. I don't know why you would switch from the thing that you were currently listening to or watching it on or whatever the fuck. But it's on other things. And then also there's social media that you can go to, like all of the things that you can probably think of, really. Except for that thing. Anyway,
Not MySpace.
yeah, not MySpace.
Stop thinking about MySpace.
Why are you thinking about MySpace? God, no.
It's so fucking gross. Ew.
Old. But the Twitter, you can also find hype on those things.
Not MySpace. Maybe. Stop fucking thinking about MySpace.
You have
I'm not there.
Do Hypclen for one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not making the effort to remember which one. I think Twitter.
Yeah. I was about to say the only one that matters, but I use Twitter less than Instagram, so I don't know where that was coming from.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Twitter,
I'm on
Instagram,
things sometimes.
Things.
Stop thinking about MySpace.
Really weird photos of him on MySpace.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a email if you wanna send stuff. And yeah, next week merging two universes for episode 33 again. Yeah, I think that's all.
I don't remember anything else.
I don't either.
Yay.
Thanks for listening. To punt or not to punt.
That is a good one.
Arctic's a little bitch.
What did he do?
Exist.